Any tour of Queen A has to start right by this mural, because this mural is the story of Queen A in one shot. When I got to the school, this entire wall here, we're standing in the we call it the Learning Commons of our school, was a dark brown color from the 1970s, and no inspiration, just plain dark brown. And this mural all happened within the first few months because we needed to inspire the students. When this is the place where they gather, it's a real meeting place for our students, and we wanted to inspire them. And this is entirely student-driven. I wanted a mural that was going to really show the strength of Queen A, and the strength of Queen A is what I tell everybody is the diversity of Queen A. And so one of the students had seen an image like this in an art store, and so we created our own. So these are the communities of Queen A. We designed this map. We planned out the names of the communities. These are where our students come from. And at the center is Queen Alexandra. And so the students painted this entire mural. The students who painted this are currently in grade 8. They started here in grade 6. And they did all of it. They drew it, they painted it, they conceived of it. And my only role, I got to paint the A. And I asked them to leave that for me, and that's my contribution to it right here. So any walk would have to start right here. You may notice that the hallways of Queen A are quite unique. We don't do scholastic posters, we don't do store-bought pictures. The pictures that you see on the walls in our school are all our own students. So every month I create a poster, and the poster is themed to what the students are doing at the time in their classroom, something we're recognizing, the time of the year it is. So for instance, this is one from 2 months ago, Infinite Diversity and Infinite Combinations, Symbolizing the Elements Creating Truth and Beauty. This speaks to who we are at Queen A. So all around you, you see pictures of students, because for me, increasing student voice at Queen A has been my primary motivating factor, my primary motivation since arriving here. Right here we have a gallery of student work. So this is inquiries that the grade 6s did, and it began with an inquiry question. We had a learning goal, and they created their own infographics. And we like to showcase what the students are doing. We're so proud of what they're capable of, and we put it here front and central in the front hallway. Some of the other things that you might not be able to see when you're walking through the halls are the music that we play over the announcements that's chosen by the students. We give our student council has so many activities that they like to do that I show them their school budget, they have controls over spending, all kinds of things like that. And everywhere around, I'm trying to get photos of my students in as many spots as possible. Someplace I don't spend very much time, but I am going to show you, is my office, because I am really proud of my office, and it's a pretty neat place to be. So I'm going to take you in there. Most of my time I'm in the halls, I'm in the classrooms, I'm spending time with students, but this is what I call home. And for me, the principal's office should be a place where the students can come and feel relaxed and comfortable. And I've really tried to make it feel like a room in my own house. And I've tried to show who I am as a person, right? I've got travel photos, I've got photos of my own children, and I've got, pictures of the students, former students, right here in the office. So I think if you were to ask some of the students at Queen A, they would tell you that coming to my office is actually kind of fun. Of all the risks I've taken since being at Queen A, by far the scariest thing I've done has been to enter the world of Twitter. So at Queen A MS, that started January, a year and a half ago. And I jumped into Twitter, and it was my mission to tweet one positive thing about the school every day for as long as I could. And here I am, a year and a half later, still tweeting. And for me, Twitter has been such a valuable tool to communicate with the students. They open up on social media in ways that they might not speak to you face to face. And to be able to be part of those conversations with them using that tool has been instrumental in cultivating relationships with them. You know, I have never been really involved with social media before I started Twitter. I'm not on Facebook, but for me, this has been an amazing journey. And about shortly after I started on Twitter and started tweeting about the school, we decided as a staff to see what it would be like to tweet our school assemblies. So in October of last year, we took the plunge and we put a device in the hands of every single one of our students and took them into the gym and said, we're having a student a month assembly. You're going to tweet right through it, and we're going to broadcast behind us on the screen what you have to say about each other and about the school and about the assembly. And I felt like I was jumping off the edge of a cliff, and it was incredible. You know, 185 pages of tweets at the end of a 1-hour assembly. Those kids have a lot to say, and what they had to say about each other, about themselves, was amazing. I've kept that document for myself as, you know, as an artifact for how a risk can really pay off. And I didn't know what was going to happen at that assembly, and it was an amazing experience. And since then, the vibe, the energy, the buzz in our assemblies is like nothing you've ever seen, because we've handed over the assembly to the students. Is it quiet? No. Is it tidy? No. Are the students compliant? No. But they are engaged and they're active participants and they're having an amazing time and they love every minute of it. And for me, it's worth it. Letting go of that control, that being a little bit scared every moment of the assembly, it's worth it for what I get back from the students. So this is yet another example of where the students can express themselves. So this is their Before I Leave Queen A, I Want To board. So chalk is available, and at any time the students can come up and express what they want to do at Queen A before they leave. And it's a direct message to the administration, to the staff, about what the students are thinking. What you see at the moment is an art installation that one of the grade 8s is working on. We're doing an urban design project at the school, and they're redesigning space. And this student is exploring a new skyline for the city. And so during art class, he comes down and works on that. And one of the special things for me has been to see the respect that the other students have. This is chalk. Anyone could come along at any moment and destroy what's here, what's on the board, but they don't, because there's such a sense of community in the school and a respect for each other that this is left as it is.